Yeah, hey, this is Chris, Shadetree America here. Today I'm just going to make a quick review of this Central Machinery Harbor Freight 1-ton arbor press, part number 03552. Bought it, of all things, actually not to use as a arbor press to press bushings, bearings, and whatnot. In fact, I bought it to crack walnuts, black walnuts. I live in the Northeast. Just something I figured it's a lot easier to crack with this than a hammer and have it fly everywhere. So, with that being said, we'll get into this. This is how the arbor press comes. It's come apart. The rod came in like that. I've already unboxed it. I actually used it. You got this piece here. You also have a the collet ring here, like that would hold it. You can see the Allen right here that goes on it. The front here has a bracket, or where it's a two-piece setup where you can tear it apart if need be. Sorry about the lighting here. We're in the old shed here, workshop area, where the magic, I guess you want to consider it, happens. It's there. You can move stuff around. You can see where I'm moving it freely. The fit and finish on this cast is okay. I don't feel a lot of like rough edges, so it is kind of smooth in spots. Down here in the bottom, there is some rough spots down here. But yeah, that comes off with 4 bolts, this plate. This piece will come out that way. If I lift it straight out, there's a piece, a plate where my finger's at on the inside, where these set screws. There's set screws on this side, there's set screws on the other side, just to hold that in place. The teeth look pretty decent. I mean, they're pretty stout looking. I mean, they're not going to strip out on you anytime soon, and I don't think you're going to be pressing anything. This is 1 ton. I mean, you're going to probably push in shock bushings. I don't see you're going to do vertical control arm bushings. Maybe. I mean, I guess maybe if you wanted to. You can see the bottom bracket here. It's kind of hard with the light. Let's see if I can get a little bit better. It spins. You'll see where the bowl hole setups. There's 4 attachments. You have the flat plate where you can go flat. And then there's your 4th one, which, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that'll fall through. That is removable. That will remove, in fact. Yep, there. I heard the piece fall that comes out. That's alright. I'll go over that in a minute. That'll come out. It's actually just held on by like just a little dowel pin. And you can see, just goes on there. I have messed with this a little bit, but not a lot. My impressions of this, it's not a bad setup, actually. I mean, I think it's like 60-70 bucks. You got a super coupon for it. It's not too awful bad. Yep, there's the piece right there. That goes up against the 2 bolts here. I'll take it apart here and I'll show you. Yeah, see, that focus is pretty good. Goes in between there, and it just pushes up against. The stock they use for this is very rough. You can see where it was hacksaw, or like just bandsawed really quick. The fit and finish on it, not the greatest. You can actually, there you go. Ah, crap. Let's see if I can get a focus. Come on, that up. Focus. Anyway, of course it's not going to focus in the right spot. We'll move it over here. Focus, focus, there, up. Anyway, you can see a little bit. Stupid camera. The fit and finish a little rough. I mean, it's cheap. I mean, it's Harbor Freight. I mean, you're not going to get... And for the price, I think you can use a super coupon. If I remember, you can use a 20% off super coupon. I think it was like 60 bucks. It brings it down to like 48, 50 bucks, somewhere around there. But like you see, I'm loosening this up. I'm going to show you guys the inside of this, and then put my camera down here a minute and pause here, and I'll put it all together, show you how it all goes together, because you're not going to get it put together in a box. I mean, the rod there, down here, this is totally out. It goes through the hole here, and then if I can get a good look, it's hard to see. There you go. It goes in like that, goes in the other side, and then when it comes across, that holds right there, holds it in place. So I'm going to take this off here. The casting inside here is something left to be desired. It's just not the greatest. Bolts are low grade. They're terrible low grade. I can see this would be a failing point if you have to take this off quite a bit. I'm just going to slip this off to the side. You can see inside there. I mean, you're not going to use it there. This slide right through here, this ridge, I figured it would been something that you would be able to slide that rod through, and that just stock, but it's not. I would have figured a little bit more with nuts, or there would have been washers underneath these bolts. There wasn't. But like I said, I mean, you're not going to get a dake out of the price range of this. I mean, but I slid this down just like that. I had it sitting down at the bottom, and the last time I did this, I actually had this totally off, and of course I'm using one hand here. Sorry about the camera work. This is kind of hard to do this one-handed, so, but that would actually go down there. You know what, I'm going to put this down so I can put this together properly to show you. I actually brought you back here to show you the inside here. That bolt can go out. These have set screws, or the bolts there for these set screws, or nuts, like a jam nut setup, where you would screw these out. Focus, come on, you piece of junk. So, here we go. See, come down there. That piece of metal right here. Like I said, I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. It slides over top there. That piece is something left to be desired. Looks like somebody took it, honestly, from the junk pile. It's hangs. You can see the extra hanging off to the side. It's not fit and finish. It's just a quick, like, chop saw or hacksaw some sort. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you're not going to get, like I said, you're not going to get a dake. You're not going to get anything like a dake or something like that, you know, big name for the price. I'm going to put that back together really quick. And then I will be right back to show you guys how it works and everything. Alright, bring you back here. Like I said, this is pretty simple. This just slides through. You can put it wherever you want. I mean, you can see where you want to press. If you want to press the end, something like that, your setup, you can. That's perfectly fine. You just put this collar on. You see the collar. You see the set screws also. This helps it also to, so it's not wiggling back and forth. You have to set those. Little Allen wrench, a screw, set screw. I do apologize for the picture. The camera's just not working with me in the workshop here. Let's see. Let's get this set up here. Kind of hard to do this one-handed. I've already done this before. You got a shot in hand there. You don't need it too tight, and I'm using a 3/8 drive, so not a 1/4 inch drive. I didn't have a 1/4 inch drive Allen stock it there for a second. So, and that just holds on like that, so it's not coming back and forth. just as a set. Kind of wobbly there. Might make a little bit of adjustment. It's moving back and forth right now. One thing I do have a problem with is this set, this little pin right here to set your bar. As you can tell, it just tightens up, and then that don't move back and forth. This tab is just terrible. It feels like pot metal, or not even pot metal. It just feels like tin. And I can see that being a big fail point. Later on down the line, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get a tap. And either I'm going to drill this out bigger, or I'm going to get a bolt. A little bit bigger bolt or something like that. And use like an Allen head, or just like a regular socket. Or I might just weld a bigger setup. You guys are totally out of there, out of the frame. But basically, the tab is just terrible. There you go. Well, so you can see where it just, to me, I feel like it's very cheap. I've used Arbor Presses many in the past. I mean, it's not bending, but to me, I feel it's cheap. Like I said, it will move. It does it's an Arbor Press, and I'll be honest with you, it's not bad. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a little loose because I don't have it totally tightened up. I will admit that. So, but now that I have the light on it, you'll see these 4 bolt holes. This is for the plate. These are the set screws, and like I said, you've seen that tab that just holds in there where these just press up against it, just so it rides in place. The bottom will slide. Now that I have the handle on there, I can show you. This just slides around where you need it. You can put your bolt, or your hole. You're not going to do crazy big things to press with this. This is going to be more like maybe a shock bushing, small things. And then there's the side here. You'll see where the bolt holes go in. That's the adjuster. And then that's the sleeve with the setup. And of course, there it goes, focusing. There. And you can see it. I'll turn it down here. There it comes right back down. For like 50-60 bucks, I mean, it'll get you done. I mean, it'll get done. You get the job done there. Not a bad setup. I mean, for a DIYer, something like that. Even a small workshop, I don't see why you'd have a problem with this. But basically, just made a video showing you guys. There's no pads or anything on the bottom. I actually have this on a shelf, or on a stand, but as you can see the bottom, this is actually first for me to look at too. Just cast. Just plainly cast. But in all honesty, there are welding shops that can weld cast pretty easy. I don't have the availability or the accessibility for it. So, there you go. That's what we got. I mean, it's a tool. Nothing fancy. I mean, it's basically the bare minimum. I mean, it's a press. I've cracked some walnuts on it already. That's why I actually bought this. Was for walnuts. I think I already mentioned that. But there you go. That's it. So if you like videos like this, do what you got to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment, criticize. I don't care. If you need to, go ahead. It doesn't bother me. So with that being said, you guys have a good one, and we'll catch you on the next one. Spoke too soon, actually. Just turned the camera off to get done, and see this crack in this sleeve. I just barely snugged that sleeve onto that rod here. As you can tell, that's to hold the the lever in for the press, I just barely snugged it, and it just snapped. Of course, like I said, I bought this Harbor Freight. I didn't get an extended warranty, but it's still covered under the 90-day. Come on, why does that always do that? There we go. Get a good... Why does... I hate this stupid camera. I'm going to have to switch to another one. But anyway, you can see where it snapped. It's just... I had a plate bender expander one time that did the same thing, and in all honesty, that does kind of feel a lot like it. Thin crap. Come on, focus. Of course it's not gonna. There it goes. So I think I think I can manage. I don't honestly want to take this back. I don't want to have to go through the hassle. I've taken already quite a few stuff back but I mean, it's not bad. If you do have to do a little bit of modification, altering to this, I think it'll be all right. Maybe some hacks later on down the road. If I find an issue, I might change some stuff up. Maybe take it in and get it welded somewhere. A couple different things that I want to add or change. Maybe I can go a little bit more than a 1 ton. But so yeah, just be careful, beware. And that's it.